Women of Reddit, what question about men do you wish to be answered? Question 1. How often do you guys accidentally sit on your balls? I can't help but think it'd be happening to me all the time if I had them. Reply. Depending on the size of your balls, thighs, but I personally never sit on them. I guess they're just not loose enough to get underneath my legs, which I'm very glad about. Question 2. How do you pee if you are hard? Or is that not an option? Is it painful? Edit. Thank you to all the men who offered their insights while I am officially enlightened on the subject. To all the guys DMing me, no, I do not want to see you pee with a hard. Thought that would go without saying, but here I am, lol. Reply. It's hard. Depends how hard the junk is. Full mast equals almost impossible without rotating 90 degrees. Bound to make a mess. Flow is very low and it'll take forever to finish. Half mast, doable, not as comfortable as normal, but generally fine. Question 3. How do I know you actually like me if you're a shy person? Because they're always friendly people and I don't know if you're shy and fancy me or just shy and nice all the time like this. How do I tell? Reply. As a shy guy, just ask. We will reply honestly. Edit. Rip my inbox, that was intense. But the general consensus is just ask. So, putting my big girl Bridget Jones, I can handle anything crap smothering granny panties on. And I'm just gonna ask him out on a date. It's very early days and I probably won't be too bothered if he isn't interested at this stage, and it's best to just rip the band-aid off fast like and just go for it. Update. Aw man, this sucks. I asked him out and he did seem thrilled, but he let me down gently. He's got a girlfriend they started dating about 3 months ago. I said I wouldn't try stepping on any toes, so we cool. No hard feelings. And he said he was flattered and would not be rejecting me if he hadn't already made a commitment to someone else, which I understand and appreciate. Loyalty is important, so I knew he was a nice guy. Someone else noticed before me and snapped him up. I said I doubt she'll ever let you go, you're one of the good ones, but if she ever goes delusional and leaves ya, I'm a really good shoulder to cry on. We left it on good terms and we all have a group friend family dinner next week and he's gonna bring her along so we can all meet, which will be fun cause I'm always down for new friends and good food. I'm not too upset, to be honest. Bit of a downer, but I'm not heartbroken about it, just a bit lucked out. I'll get over it in a few days and be back on the dating apps before you know it. Now that's a depressing thought, but thank you all for your help. I wouldn't have gone for it without the push, so at least I'm not living with what if. Appreciate it, fellas. Question 4. Have you seen the bathrooms at gas stations? Seems some people don't bother. Also, there is 4 different places you can aim. At the water, establish presence. At the bowl, stealth mode. At the seat, assert dominance. Anywhere else, question authority. Edit. It's fun picking options, depending on whose bathroom you're in. Question 5. Do you think about our chest while hugging us? Depends, but usually it crosses our mind in some way or another, either during or after. Honestly, sometimes I just worry that I hugged too hard and hurt your chest in the process. Example, I had not seen a good friend of mine in a couple of years, mostly due to COVID and no travel. When I greeted her, she jumped into my arms and I picked her up. Now I am a tall guy, so she was completely off the ground. But I quickly realized I was basically smashing her chest into her ribs, and I have no context if that hurts or not at that pressure. So it crossed my mind, but more in a concerned way. Question 6. When using a urinal, do you want a small divider panel or is it pointless? Men I've polled give mixed responses. Signed, Female Architect. Reply. Men who don't care about a divider won't care that is there. Men who prefer to have it would curse at the architect or the builder for cheapening out on a sad sheet of metal that does a lot of peace of mind. Edit. Thank you guys so much for your feedback, your upvotes, and your honesty. Going to detail a partition on Monday. Question 7. Do you really sometimes, perhaps idly, think about having intercourse with your female friends and coworkers? Reply. I had a nightmare once about having intercourse with a female friend who I wasn't at all attracted to. I can't fathom why, or why I didn't dream of one that I was attracted to. It bothered me for a good week plus, since she was a work buddy for years. Question 8. What's the best way to make you guys giggle for real? Like, genuinely. Reply. I used to be more carefree and goofy, but quite a few times while I was joking around with my long-term BF, now ex, he'd say something along the lines of, wow, you're really embarrassing yourself right now, and not seem amused at all. If anything, he seemed annoyed or like he was pitying how stupid I was. And it'd be stupid things like singing along to a silly song or dancing around. In private, mind you, never in public, otherwise I'd embarrass him. Luckily, I am now with someone who is a bigger goofball than me. Question 9. What do you guys do for self-care? Like if you just need some time to yourself, or if you treat yourself to something special. Reply, not enough. It's the reason male mental health is in such crisis. We do have hobbies like gaming, sports, projects, but I find those more to be escapism than actual self-care to address our feelings, needs, and reflect on them. Question 10. I just want to understand what that secret, unspoken language you all have with each other is. It sometimes seems to me that just a single look or a nod at a guy you've never said a word to is years of conversations. Reply, it's the world-weary eyes. We see into each other's souls in just a glance or a hey boss. We can also make the word dude convey about 20 different things by intonation alone. Question 11. I often want to get my hubby a small appreciation, something that would be the equivalent to flowers, chocolate, etc. for us. What is a similar intended gift that would make you smile? Reply, initiate some token of affection. Women vastly underestimate the impact of something as simple as a hand on the back or a 10-second shoulder massage. We don't need things, we can buy our own crap. We can't buy genuine affection, appreciation, or the feeling of being needed or depended on. Question 12. How are you never cold? My guy friends, male relatives are always lounging around with their shirts off. I'd be freezing my butt off if I did that. Reply, some scientific explanation from the web. Partly this is because, for a given body weight, women tend to have less muscle tissue to generate heat. But the hormone estrogen also has a big impact because it has the side effect of thickening the blood slightly. This reduces blood flow to the tiny capillaries supplying the extremities. A 1998 study at the University of Utah found that this can mean women have hands, feet, and ears that are 3 degrees Celsius colder than a man's. Personal experience, often we just don't care about being cold, or we act like we're not freezing to portray ourselves as strong or manly. Question 13. What are you really thinking about when you are lying in bed awake? Reply, could be anything, literally anything. Anywhere from frick I can't be bothered with work tomorrow to I wonder if Captain America could decapitate Godzilla with one throw of his shield. And 99% of the time, we wouldn't be able to tell you even if you did ask, because we have no idea either. Question 14. Aren't you guys worried we might see you rearranging your balls? Reply, it gets to a point where the discomfort outweighs the potential for embarrassment. It's kind of the same thought process that I imagine you have when you guys adjust your bras. Typically, if you see it, we don't think you see it, or we just don't give a frick. Hey guys, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to help out the channel. But first, a word from our sponsor, Light Gallery. It's a game changer when it comes to illuminating your living space. If you're looking to add a touch of creativity to your home, this is the perfect solution. They offer a varied collection of high-quality illuminating objects. The last couple of days I had the chance to try out their realistic moon lamp. I have to say that my room caught a new feeling. And not only this, but this lamp is shown to improve focus, which was really important for creating awesome stories for you. Light Gallery offered 15% off if you use the code CARL7. But hurry, it's only for the next 72 hours. Thank you so much, Light Gallery, for sponsoring this video. And let's get back to the stories. Question 15. Are all guys actually comfortable with urinals? Is that little wall enough privacy for you? Reply, the wall helps, but I still put a urinal between me and another person when I use one. Question 16. Do y'all actually think about banging corn stars when watching porn, or is it just visual stimuli? I've heard women say they watch porn for the scenario of intercourse, not necessarily a fetish or roleplay, but simply watching people bang is hot lol. And men say they watch because they want to think about having intercourse with the girl lol. Reply, very much about the scenario for me anyway. Just watching random people have intercourse is quite boring, I think. Both visual stimuli and seeing others, well, the girl's in the mood. Question 17. Do you feel emasculated when a woman performs a typically male-assigned gender role? I.e., buys you flowers, opens the door for you, proposes to you? Reply, small things like that no. However, ripping out the hearts of my enemies and performing the dark ritual on a Tuesday afternoon? Yes, I do. When your girlfriend does this for you, it is like a cat bringing you a bird because it assumes you can't hunt. The only real response to reclaim your masculinity is to respond in kind by sacrificing her boss and or landlord to the Dark King in a sacred blood ceremony. The more you know. Question 18. Is it actually attractive for a woman to make the first move? I've been called weird or trying too hard because I try to initiate a conversation. Reply, I personally would love to see a woman initiating conversation. We are both people and we can both start a chat if we want to. There's nothing weird about it. What's more, I sometimes find it rude when girl only waits for your move while doing absolutely nothing. Question 19. Can you pee and bust a nut at the same time so it's like a peanut? Reply, I don't think it's possible. I'm sure there is a scientific reason behind it. but after busting a nut it takes a little while to be able to pee again. It just takes a screenshot when you do that. Question 20. Can you always feel the weight of your balls? Or is it like you're so used to it, you don't even realize they're there sometimes? Edit. Aha, I've gotten some of you to think about your balls RN. Reply, damn it. It's just like when you start actually thinking about breathing and suddenly forget how to do it automatically. Whenever I use underwear I don't feel the weight of my balls at all, but when I'm at home with no underwear I do tend to notice. Question 21. Guys, is there something you wish women would do more for you? It could be something about intercourse, or about communication, or about the way they address you, etc. This is a very open-ended question. It can go a lot of ways. Reply, be more direct. Dropping hints usually doesn't work. We guys are really slow on the uptake when it comes to that. I realized that a girl I liked was trying to get me to ask her to prom 32 years after it happened. Edit, I love hearing from you guys. Glad you answered my question. Makes me teary a little. 3. Edit 2. If I could have a dime for every time you guys said hint, I'd be so rich right now. Question 22. Do y'all actually kiss the homies and say goodnight, or is that just a meme? Reply, I never have. Some friends ask for hugs though. I'm personally slow to offer or ask for affection, but I generally give it when requested. Question 23. Is there still pressure from society for guys to pretend they don't have feelings, or has that started to age out? Progress. Reply, unfortunately it still kinda feels that way. Sucks having to bottle everything up and then release it in extremely unhealthy ways. Edit. Just wanted to say thank you for all the thoughtful and insightful responses to my question. I definitely thought my comment would get buried when I asked this, but instead I have loads of interesting perspectives to catch up on. Question 24. Late to the thread, but I heard that you can orgasm without ejaculation. Is that true? If yes, how does it work? Feel. Reply, feels exactly the same, but with less cleanup. Question 25. Why can y'all snipe a NPC forever away, but can't find the milk in the fridge when it's right there in front of you? Reply, the milk has yet to be a threat. That, and for me, I notice movement first and then realize it's an enemy NPC when I aim down sights. How do you know what the milk looks like? Are you sure it's a fridge? Did I need milk in the first place? Haha, remember that meme about the dads going out for milk? Maybe the milk ran away. That doesn't look like milk. What kind of milk? So much choice. Why the frick is milk white? How am I already driving back home? Crap, I forgot the milk. Question 26. Will you find me annoying if I want to do skincare with you, like face masks while watching a movie? Edit. I will not touch your face. You do your skincare on your own face and me on mine. I just ask if you would mind do it with me or do with me a face mask. Reply, not annoying at all. Just find the man that would enjoy doing that with you. Sure, as long as it doesn't like dry up and get crusty and I can still see the movie, I'd be down.